So today I'm going to talk about some items that I have bought recently, and a couple of them were necessities, so I hope you'll join me. Hi everyone, it's Melissa. So today's video is going to be some items that I have bought recently, I think about 2 or 3 weeks ago. And I kept trying to do a video on it, but I had that crud and I would start coughing and, I was stopped up and everything sounded terrible. So I think I can get through it now. I even went to I thought maybe I had pneumonia, and I went to the walk-in clinic. No, I didn't. It was just what's going around and it lasts for weeks, she said. So my ears are still stopped up. I was reminded about stopped up ears. One time, this was back in the late 70s, maybe early 80s, but late 70s. And I had, the same type of thing, and my ears were real stopped up. And it was back before caller ID. So we got an obscene phone call. And I didn't realize it for a long time because I couldn't hear anything, I was so stopped up. And so he started talking, I couldn't understand what he was saying. I was like, what? And he kept talking. I said, what? I did that about 3 times. And finally I said, my ears are stopped up. I can't hear a thing you're saying. Give me your number, and when my husband gets home, I will have him call you and he can sort it out and straighten everything out and find out what you want. And then he starts screaming, what do you want to say? I said, and then he goes into the thing. I'm like, oh, never mind. And so I hung up. But it always hit my husband. It was my first husband. He teased me about that for the longest time. And I'm going around. It reminds me because I keep going around with Doug, huh? What'd you say? Because my ears are so stopped. But I was reminded of that, and that was crazy. But anyway, so I have got some products and some clothes and 2 pairs of shoes. Now let me tell you about the shoes. They're the 2 that were necessities. So at the end of the winter, I wore some tennis shoes and walked around at an outing that we went to, and it just pretty much made my toenails come off. They got blood and came off and lifted and everything. And what had happened was I was walking around in shoes that were too short, and it kept hitting up against the end with every step I took. So it was lifting my nail every time, and they both came off. So I got to looking at all my shoes, and I realized probably for years I had been walking around in shoes that were too short for me. And I would always think, those shoes feel a little short. Well, I'll just tuck my toes under, I'll just walk with my toes kind of like that. And I did that for the longest time until finally I couldn't anymore. And that's when I finally realized, I need to try on all my shoes. Now, my summer shoes, most of them were okay because they were open toe. So my toes were not affected with it being, and it sort of came almost to the end, but they were fine. They were okay. But I tried on all my winter shoes, and I pretty much got rid of everything. I pretty much got rid of boots. I got rid of just tons and tons of stuff. And of course I have 5 granddaughters, and so they were able to go through it too. But I did end up keeping a pair of loafers that, I had bought and really liked. As long as I don't walk real far in them, they're okay. They kind of rub just a tad, so I'm not gonna walk too far. But I went to Nordstrom and I got me a pair of nice boots. And here they are. They're kind of knee-high. And they've got a heel, but it's a bit of a small heel, and it's a square heel. So it's, gives you good balance. And then the toe is not a pointy toe. It is a wider toe to give more room, in the bed right here. So these, I've been walking around a little bit inside with them, and they're by Sam Edelman. So I really like them. They are more than I usually pay for boots, but I think they're going to last me a real long time. My boots do tend to last me decades. And I hated getting rid of all those boots, but I did. And I think they're just going to go with so many things. I can wear with jeans. I can wear them with skirts. They're just really pretty boots on. I like those. And then I felt like I needed some flats, just as some little basic shoes. And I thought, I'm gonna get me some like little Mary Jane's or ballet shoes. And so I went to Quince. And I had seen so many videos of people that had been shopping at Quince, and I really liked what I saw. And I saw these little shoes. They're little Mary Janes, but they've got little straps, you know, extra straps. They're another square toe, not a pointy toe. And I just really, really like them a lot. So I put together several outfits. I think I can wear these with a long skirt. I can wear these with a short skirt. I can wear these with pants. I can wear these with jeans. I think I can wear them with anything. So these shoes and the little loafers and the boots, I think they're going to be a good start for my winter. And maybe I won't need any more. I don't know. I feel like those boots are going to be real versatile, you know, that with jeans and these too. I think they're going to be real versatile too. So I'll see how I get through in the winter. I may look again to see if there's anything else I saved when I put my winter clothes away, but I don't think there is. I don't think there's anything else that I was able to wear. So those are very much appreciated new items. Also at Quince, I bought me these pair of corduroy pants. Just your basic pair of corduroy pants. You know, I have jeans and I usually wear jeans in the winter, but I thought, let me buy some corduroys and let me wear those this winter too. So I just thought they were real cute and I was real happy with them. They are very comfortable. I think they're going to be warm. I think they're going to be nice for the winter time. You know, got a little flare right there, so some boots would go underneath it nicely, or the little flats or the little loafers would go under it. But yeah, I'm really, really happy with that. And I bought me a little top from Amazon, this little top. And what I like about it, it stays put when you pull it down or when you tuck it in, as if you have on a bodysuit. And I cannot wear a bodysuit. I just can't. I've gotten extenders and the extenders were even not long enough. I cannot get it long enough without it pulling, you know, all the way down here. I'm so long-waisted that it just, you know, the top, I'll try to hook it and the top's like down to here, you know, because there's just not enough material to stretch over how long I am. But something like this, it's the same material, but it just stays put and stays tucked in. So for me, something like this, the little square top, is something, I like this color too. It's kind of a taupe brown with a, you know, a little smidge of gray to it. So for me, this is a good compromise over a bodysuit. A lot of women can wear them and they're nice because they stay tucked in and then you can just unsnap them to go to the bathroom, snap them back again. But if I got it, well, if I got it snapped, if I move around a little bit, it's going to come unsnapped, and then the whole thing comes undone, and you see the snaps up above my jeans or my pants. So this is about the way I can go. I went to Walmart and found these extenders, and I put those on, and it still wasn't enough room. It still instead of pulling down to here, it pulled down to here. So it was like I have to get this much fabric. But yeah, I'm real pleased with this because I get the look of that, but it doesn't pull all the way down. And then I had bought me this little black and white shirt. This is going to be good for this time of year because it's still hot and it's going to be a while. We'll have a cool night a little bit, but it's hot out there. And so I got, you know, like not even a 3/4, just not a cap sleeve, sort of a mid-length sleeve, and it's kind of a little square neck, and it's just a little red and white, kind of a nautical type theme. So I really like this. I thought it was real cute, and yeah, I'm going to be happy to wear this starting right now. So on my last video, someone told me when I was talking about stick foundations, she said, and thank you so much, she said, I have found, she said, I don't know if it's new or not, but I have found and started using this Maybelline stick foundation called the Lifter. And so I bought some. Actually, I wasn't sure what was, and I had a coupon, so I wasn't sure which shade was going to work. So I bought two of them. I bought the 20 and the 30. I think the 30 is a little dark. Yeah, you can see it. It's a little dark, but you know, I could use it for just a little subtle contouring right through there. But you know, it's a nice foundation. I haven't tested it out really well, but I think especially this winter, it's nice and creamy. It's going to be nice going on. The 20 is nice. It's a good color. I mean, it's an exact match. You can't see it. I mean, you just, or at least you can't. You might can on camera. I can't ever say, oh, you can't see it, because sometimes on camera you can. But it is really nice, and it's really good for touch-ups. It's really good to put in your purse. I'm going to explore it more. I have been using up some NARS. Look, I've even lost the top. There's that much. I have to pump it several times to get it out, but it will be an empty. I would have gone through it, so I am using this up now, and then I will explore that and then go back to another foundation too. But what I've used of it so far, I do like it. I think it's worth trying to see if it works for you. It's a nice foundation. Something that was not nice. I don't know if I got a bad one or not. This, and I got the Orange Crush. It's from e.l.f. What it is a buildable multi-use blush, cheek and lip tint with a hydrating watery texture for a sheer long-lasting stain. I thought that just sounds great. So I went to Walmart and I got it and stuff, put it on my lips, and it smells. Do y'all remember when you were a kid and you know, you'd get hurt or something and your mom would put mercurochrome, I think that's what it was called, on your wound, and it just had this smell? This is what it smells like. I'm pretty stopped up, but you know, and I bought it before I got sick. I can still smell it, but the smell before I got all stopped up, I put it on my lips because it said you could use it on your lips or your cheeks. I put it on my lips. I immediately had to take it off because that smell was so strong, I thought I was going to throw up. It was just bad. It was really bad. Now maybe I got one that wasn't any good. I don't know, because it does look like a little bit of it might be gone. If you have bought this, maybe somebody opened it, but it didn't look like it had been opened. You know, it had the seal on it and everything. And it looks like, you know, it looked whole. I remember I had to, you know, peel it off to unwrap it and everything. But if you've used that and you see if it smells like really bad, and I'm not that sensitive to smells and cosmetics, it has never bothered me, but this was an immediate, took me back to my childhood, and it was just terrible. So, I don't know. I'm gonna use a little bit on my cheeks because, yeah, I can kind of smell it, but it's not as bad. I don't know that it really does anything. Yeah, I like my other blush better, so it is not worth the smell to use this. So I'm gonna throw that away. I don't like it. Okay, with Tennessee playing football and football season a bonus right now, I did buy 2 lipsticks while I was there at Walmart. They are both from Revlon. They're both orange. One of them is 677 Siren. Okay, that's Siren on the left. And the other one is, this is Revlon also, 750, and it is Kiss Me Coral. They are very similar. Probably could have gotten by with one, but I didn't know, you know, with the package. So here's both of them. Okay, this one is Siren. See, they're just real similar. You could get by with one. Siren, Kiss Me Coral. So you could take a look at them and see which one you like better and just get one of them if you're wanting to do an orange lipstick. This is a nice lipstick if you're wanting to wear orange for the season but don't want to spend a lot of money. You know, a good basic Revlon lipstick is all you need. So I can recommend either one of those. Could not recommend the e.l.f. blush lip thing, but I can recommend this lipstick. You know, it's a good basic lipstick. And I got a blush while I was there. You know, I had really high hopes for this because it reminded me of this liquid blush that came, it was a kind of a liquidy type blush that came in a little pot. It might have been like Bonnie Bell or something back that I wore in a long time, and I just loved it. I wore it all the time, but it just smell was too bad. So, but I did get me another liquid blush, an orange one that I can wear like on Saturdays. You know, it's pretty strong color orange. So, you know, use with caution. But it's a nice one. Gorge Orange. There you go. Like I said, just barely do it. It's still a little bit much, but it's, you know, 2 dots. I did one over here and then the same thing, just did it over here, and that was plenty. But yeah, this is a good little blush, better than the one that smells like the antiseptic. And I got one more little e.l.f. product, and I do like this a lot too. This is the Pout Clout Lip Pumping Pen. I got it in the color Pinky Out. Let me take off my lipstick and show you how this works. It is lip plumping, so you get that, you know, that feeling of being plumped. Let me put on a kind of a, let me put on a lip liner. Kind of fill it. Well, I'm not gonna fill it in so you can see the color, but you know, it's one of those that you pump. Comes up, or this one does, it just comes up just a little bit so you don't overdo it. Ah, it feels nice. Isn't that pretty? That's a nice little plumping lip gloss. I like it. I like it a lot. And I like it that you can't, I mean, you just would have to pump it 100 times to get it to go up too far. So I like that a lot because I don't think you can push it back down. But yeah, I like this. I would continue to buy it. I like that a lot. I think that's my best product that I have bought. I do like these orange lipsticks for my ball games, and I do like the orange blush to go with the orange lipsticks for my ball games when I'm wearing orange. But you know, orange isn't my best color, but you know, I do wear it during football season, well, and basketball. All time Tennessee plays, I wear orange. So okay, I think that is it. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hated that I missed so much time and everything with this crud that was going on, but you know, I guess that's just the way it goes sometimes. Thank you for watching. Love you all. Take good care of yourselves, and I'll talk to you in a couple of days. Bye-bye.